Salutations to all sons and daughters of God present and not present, and to all children of the light. I bring these salutations as I represent the delegation of the order of the Priesthood of Melchizedek. I am chosen as a nameless one to speak to you, that you might know that as aspiring candidates to this priesthood, you have begun well and run well. Therefore, finish your course and do not weary, for the requirement for studying under the Master Melchizedek is the mastery to some level of the fire, and you are given this opportunity each time you invoke the violet flame. Therefore, let us speak of the mastery of this flame, since you are familiar with it, and it does not strike a certain fear that the physical flames of earth's fire does. Therefore, beloved, be seated in the violet flame, for soon the day will be upon you on July 3rd, wherein you will have the great joy of communing for 24 hours in the mighty aura of Omritas, ruler of the violet planet. We look forward to and anticipate his coming with great joy, and we are preparing all the days of the previous month unto the 3rd, that we might bring a greater concentration and also be initiated by Omritas. For by the blessing he extends to you and all keepers of the flame, so he does also stop by at Zadkiel's retreat to also offer us some portion of that mighty flame which we have earned in the previous cycle. Therefore the same is true for you and due for you, beloved. Look forward to this opportunity as nothing else. Visualization of the violet flame begins your concentration and therefore results in your God mastery. Visualize the fire then in the heart, and let the violet flame burn in the heart, surround the heart, and when you know your mantras by heart as you do, then sit in deep meditation and let the violet flame increase in size. First beginning within, then encompassing the physical heart and the heart chakra, remaining intense by your visualization and by the intensity of your call, then let it expand slowly so that the intensity is such that you cannot see through the flame. It has become a dense manifestation of the ray of light descending from the sun and then springing up as a flame at that point of invocation. Your point of invocation is your throat chakra. Therefore I say, invoke the flame through the throat chakra and add to it the instrument of the heart chakra, thereby pouring love to the flame and drawing love from the flame. Use the third eye to invoke the violet flame by intense visualization, drawing the flame into the third eye and giving to the flame the momentum of the sacred fire of that chakra. So use each of the chakras to meditate upon the flame, to focus the flame, and then to give unto the flame even as you receive. The more creative you are in the use of the violet flame, the more you understand that the violet flame is a ritual, has a consciousness of ritual, and looks forward to the hours of the day that you have consecrated to invoking a mantra of the violet flame, or should I say invoking the violet flame through a mantra? Well, the mantra is the flame, and the flame is God, and so is the mantra. The question is, are you all three? Are you the flame, the mantra, and the manifestation of God? This is the attainment you look forward to as you visualize the violet flame rising up from beneath your feet, rising and pulsating and purifying every level of your being. Then when the concentration is complete in the physical body you see and feel, let it slowly extend as an aura of the magnetism of the violet flame, and let it increase and intensify, and thereby, beloved, as you go through the world, put on your tube of light to protect your momentum of the violet flame, but also be ready when you see the eye of light, and the child in need, and the soul who looks to God for help. Do not fear to be the instrument to transfer a cup of cool violet flame in Christ's name. To have the reservoir of the violet flame means that when you invoke the violet flame, you are using the action of the mighty sea of violet flame in the heart of the earth. You are using the mighty action of Saint Germain's Maltese cross, and you are establishing that pillar of fire where you are. After all, it is the seventh age and the seventh dispensation, beloved ones. It is that age and hour when you can all become priests and priestesses under the order of Lord Zadkiel, under Melchizedek, under Saint Germain. It is that moment in an entire cycle all the way around the cosmic clock of the ages, where you have come back to the place when the Aquarius sign is the sign of the liberation of the soul through the violet flame. In no other past age, since the very last one, 12 ages ago, has there been such an opportunity for world transmutation, soul transmutation, the balancing of karma, and the restoration through the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to your own inner Christ potential. So, beloved, the opportunity is vast, it is increased, and brought to you and reduced by light years by the dispensation of Omritas. Therefore know what a boon all students in the retreats of the Ascended Masters on the etheric octave who are not in embodiment consider this one day a month to be to them, while all the retreats of the entire planet are simply pulsating with the joy of the violet flame. And we do keep that flame, and we do conserve it, and we preserve it in the urns upon our altars. And therefore, when world crisis breaks out, or the planetary and the solar logoi give the word that there must be earth changes, we have upon the altars of all of the retreats of the Great White Brotherhood upon the earth the wherewithal to apportion that violet flame that we have carefully invoked and garnered, so that there might be smooth transition and smooth changes, and the balancing of the karma that is in the earth body of so many billions of souls that live thereon. So you see, beloved, you can do the same. You can bank the fires of the violet flame in all of your chakras and in all of the levels of your being. As tier upon tier your chakras represent the 7 planes of heaven. You can rise up those tiers, beloved ones, and you can rise up the sphere out unto the point of the I am that I am, and one day you may go beyond the I am that I am to the point of the Ein Sof. So understand the meaning of the cycles of the degrees. Now understand, beloved, the great mystery of the violet flame. The violet flame is an action that can be stepped and tuned to any level of the 7. Therefore, the violet flame that you keep in the heart will have a different frequency than the violet flame that you keep in the solar plexus chakra, and so on. And therefore, as you are stepping up the grades of the violet flame to the crowd, to the crown chakra, so there is an acceleration of the violet flame affecting all of those levels in the earth body. So when you begin at the base chakra rising to the crown, you are experiencing God in the 7 levels of heaven right in your very own being. Therefore I say to you, value the chakras in your body. Value them well, beloved, for they are chalices. And in the day and the hour when sudden calamity or terminal diseases or plagues of any kind come upon your house or upon your body, you will have vials filled with violet flame as a precious medicine, as a precious unguent that you may use spiritually and physically. Understand, therefore, beloved, that he who does not collect his pots from all of his town and townspeople and bring them into one place on the 3rd of the month and fill them with a violet flame surely does not anticipate that the day may come when there is no violet flame rain anymore, and therefore the pots will be dry if you do not fill them now, and they will be full if you do fill them now. So, beloved ones, this is not hoarding, for the violet flame is infinite, infinite out of your own causal body of light, infinite from the violet planet and from Omritas. But I can tell you, we, the brothers and the sisters who study under our beloved priest Melchizedek, who was indeed the King of Jerusalem and priest of the Most High God, we ourselves know the value of garnering the violet flame, and we are asking you to do the same, beloved, in your octave. For you see, when there are pockets of concentration of the violet flame, and you in your joy and love for beloved Saint Germain and Portia and all they have ever done for you, do keep that violet flame, well, you see, you are as points of igniting a whole world with a violet flame. You are practically as a tinderbox, and someone may come along and invoke a single violet flame and catch the whole momentum that you carry, and therefore the violet flame will be contagious, beloved ones, and it will leap from heart to heart, from continent to continent, from village to village. Do you understand, beloved? Our goal is to see planet Earth become as she should be, a violet planet herself. And thus Omritas and all of the mighty beings of the violet planet, they are rooting for you, beloved ones. And that is why Alpha has come with the 4th woe, for that woe does descend for the binding of the forces of Antichrist, who defile the divine mother in her children and in her sons and daughters. This judgment must come, for we cannot have the fallen ones misusing the violet flame, for every flame can be abused by black magicians on the left-handed path, and they take it not to liberate, but to imprison. Thus know this, beloved ones, and therefore that the time may come where there is a limit to the violet flame that the earth can be given until these fallen ones are bound. Happy are ye who understand the concept of the mighty labors of the Elohim of God, that you can make light work and fast work of the binding of those forces of evil who would abuse the very gifts of Saint Germain that he has given, are already abusing them as they have abused science and technology in all manner of manifestations from the last days of Atlantis, which manifestations of the abuses of science are actually one of the major causes of the sinking of Atlantis. Beloved ones, have I expanded your horizons a bit? Yes. Happy are ye when ye have illumination. You may think I have brought to you the violet flame, but I have brought to you the violet flame of illumination's flame. Now hear this. There is the violet flame of the blue ray. There is the violet flame of the yellow ray. There is the violet flame of the pink ray. There is the violet flame of the 4th ray. There is the violet flame of that 5th ray that is the mighty green, the 6th ray that is the purple and gold flecked with ruby, and there is the violet flame of the 7th ray of the violet flame. Now therefore, beloved, see how the violet flame can clarify in the mind, the heart, the body, and the being all of the understanding, all of the knowledge, all of the perception, all of the senses, all of the functions of the chakras when they are cleansed and revivified and purified by the elixir of the violet flame. Why, you see every color more brilliantly. You see the crystal and the white fire core of each ray more brilliant brilliantly. So the violet flame has an aspect on each of the 7 rays, and as it complements the 7 rays, beloved ones, you will learn more about those rays than you have ever learned just concentrating upon those rays alone. The violet flame is surely the universal aura of the planet in this hour, for many angels and elementals and keepers of the flame have invoked it. I say continue to invoke it, for the greatest miracles of all will come to you through this flame, and through this flame combined with others. We have emphasized illumination, beloved, because of course without illumination there is simply utter darkness. And the dark night of the soul and the dark night of the spirit, where there is no candle, I bring to you, and all of the priesthood of Melchizedek who are here with me this night, bring to you candles. Candles of the violet flame. The wax or substance like it is of the violet flame color, and the flame is the violet flame color. Now take your candle, beloved ones, hold it before you, be at peace, be a keeper of the flame, and go set the world on fire with violet flame. I bow to the violet flame within you, and I bid you adieu.